Not a bad way to start a thrift with me. This is a pair of on-running shoes. The style is called the On-Cloud X, and they're actually in pretty decent shape. It is a little marked up, so it's I think $14.99, but if you can see right here, a lot of them are selling around that $100 mark, so I definitely grabbed those. This brand has been on my list of items to find. I've never found Barber, and I would love to find a jacket because those comps are usually pretty good, but I saw these rain boots. The comps are fairly mixed, but I decided to grab them and hopefully get somewhere in that, $60 to $70 range. They were marked up a little bit, so it wasn't my best buy of the day, but with my coupon that I have, which is 20% off, I decided I would take the chance. All right, so this is a fake Tumi. I didn't know at the time. I did do just a little bit of research in the store, and the majority of items do have a kind of serial number tag on the inside, but not all accessories do. And I thought, well, maybe this is just an accessory. I did buy it and brought it home and did some more research, and it does appear to be fake. Fortunately, the Goodwills in Southern California do allow exchanges, so I am able to exchange this item next time I go in. Every Goodwill is different in different areas, so yours might not, but that is one of the reasons I really like the Goodwills in Southern California, so this is going back. Immediately spotting this red leather purse, I picked it up and knew it was just quality. So I decided to go and see what the brand was. I've never heard of this or seen it, but it said handmade in the US. I decided to grab it, and it actually sold in a day for $70. So while it was marked up a little bit, I think it was well worth picking up. And while I was over there, I did spot kind of a pink bag that looked like it might be a Longchamp. So I decided to grab that, take it over to my cart. It's always awkward to try and look at things in detail when it's hanging up like that. But anyways, I was mainly looking for some telltale signs if this was fake. Longchamp, there's a lot of fakes, and so I typically pass on it most of the time. I had never seen this type of lining, but most of the hardware was spelled out correctly. Usually a lot of the fakes are misspelled in some way, but I just thought it was a little too risky. This isn't my favorite brand to resell. And there are a lot of videos out there on how to authenticate them, and you can also pay to get them authenticated, but it wasn't in perfect condition. I just decided it was better to pass. It's always a good thrift day for me if I see Johnny Was on a tag. This is the line Calm by Johnny Was, and it's just this lightweight blouse with some pom-pom accents and split sleeves. The comps were around that 40 to 50 mark, so not a high dollar Johnny Was item, but it was size large, and with my 20% off coupon, I thought it was definitely worth picking up. Here's a Victoria's Secret sweater, size large, and while I don't think I've ever sold any Victoria's Secret clothing items, this was 50% off. It was a size large, and I really liked the Fair Isle print. I couldn't find an exact comp, but I found something similar around that 30 mark, and I thought because of the size and the style, I would go ahead and pick it up. I was going over to confirm that the color of the week that was 50% off is red, and then we also have 25% off our white. And then I also have the 20% off coupons. So here is a bread and butter brand that I like to pick up occasionally depending on the size and style, which is J. Jill. This is an XL. I liked the length and the basic aspect of it. It's also 50% off, and I am looking for product today, so I appreciate finding some bread and butter items that are a reasonable price. Here's another J. Jill, also 50% off. This one's just a nice cardigan, a little bit more of a duster midi length, so I grabbed that. Here's a brand I'm fairly picky with, but larger sizes. It is an expensive brand, and it is good quality. It's Lafayette 148, New York. This is a linen blend, really nice basic knit sweater. It was a white tag, I believe, so it was 25% off. With my 20% off coupon, I thought it was a pretty reasonable price. I did notice there was just a little pull in the fabric, but I thought I might be able to correct that. If not, it's something I could wear easily with some jeans, and so I decided to grab it. All right, here's an extra large We The Free, kind of a waffle knit look like a dress, but when I searched for it at home, it's actually a tunic that is very oversized and people kind of wear slouchy. I decided because of the size and the fact that it was 50% off that I would go ahead and grab it. Here's a soft surroundings sweater, size 1X. I love this color. And it did have some light pilling, and I also didn't notice that it also had some stitching issues on one wrist area, but it was 50% off, and it has already sold for me for $31, and so I'm happy about that pickup. Here's a new brand to me. It's called Pine Cashmere. It looked like it was really good quality cashmere. The seam on the back just looked really well made, and I didn't recognize the label. When I looked it up, some of the comps were above 100, some close to 200. I did find this exact style new with tags had sold for quite a bit. So this wasn't on sale, but with my 20% off coupon and those comps, I decided to definitely grab it. Here's a Burberry that's fake. How do I know something is fake? You know, I guess you just resell enough, you pick up enough items that you just know what to look for. And this tag definitely looked suspicious for this exact brand. So it definitely wasn't going to be worth the risk. I also noticed that there was a giant hole on the front. So while I do like seeing Burberry tags, I definitely am not going to pick them up if I think they're fake. Here's an Athleta sweater, and Athleta is very hit or miss for me, so I pass on it a lot, but I loved the ombre accent of this sweater, and when I looked it up, it looked like the comps were pretty good, so even though this was full price with my 20% off coupon, I thought 30 to 35 was a reasonable amount for me to pick it up. All right, here's a Rag & Bone sweater. I occasionally pick up this brand, but I'm getting more and more picky with it. This wasn't in the best condition, and while I thought it might be a cute spring item, it wasn't on sale, and it just had some fairly significant pilling on the front, so I decided to leave that behind. Here's a sweater that I thought was really perfect for spring. Now, Sparrow by Anthropologie doesn't do particularly well for me, but I just like the style, kind of the neutral with a little bit of the color blocking, and I knew this would look nice on the mannequin. The comps aren't all that great, but I'm hoping for maybe around that 25 to 30 mark, and we'll see. Some of them are selling for less, but this was on sale for 25% off, and I had the 20% coupon, so I decided to grab it. This is one of the most surprising finds of the day, and spoiler, this already sold. This just felt like quality. It had all this embroidery and definitely gave me Johnny Was vibes. I did not recognize the tag, and when I looked it up, some things by this brand were selling for $5 to $10, like pants and tees, but their cardigans that are embroidered like this sell for quite a bit. This actually already sold for me for $69 and with shipping in one day. So I didn't even have a size tag. I put it on the mannequin and I just guesstimated, and it still sold, which is great. Here's a Free People sweater. I looked this up in the store with Google Lens and found the exact item. Some of these are selling for around $40, some up to $50. So I decided to grab it. I think this is, a fun sweater if your school colors are blue and gold, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. This is a Rails, one of their more common Rails tops. I think it's called the Hunter. Is that the right name? I can't remember. Anyways, it's a size XL. So I thought the size was great, even though it wasn't on sale. Like I said, I had that coupon, which will bring it down a little bit. All right, this next item has some good news and bad news. The good news is that it did sell quickly for me overnight for $49, which was great considering that I paid probably only about $6 to $7. What do you think, Boo? Did I make a mistake? All right, regarding the Free People thermal, yes, I should have gotten about $100 to $120 for that. I did a quick search. I was talking to family while listing that, so I was distracted. And after a quick search, just decided to throw it up. Some Free People thermals can sell for $20, some can sell for $200. And I didn't think this one with the cuff seemed all that interesting, but sure enough, a lot of the comps are actually around that $100 to $120 mark. So I decided to keep the sale and still sell it to her without canceling it and relisting it because mistakes happen. And I still got a quick flip and a decent return. So good and bad in this situation, but yeah, next time I'll do a little more searching on my Free People thermals. I love seeing the Great tag. It usually is a brand that does fairly well for me, but this shirt was kind of basic and significantly pilled. So while I do like that brand, condition was a major factor here, so I left it behind. All right, here's a brand that I've only seen the name on the Target collab, so I knew it was a designer. It's Adam, and the last name I think is Lippes. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I looked this up in store, and while this was on sale and I had the coupon, it wasn't in the best condition, and the comps were actually not that great. So I don't know if he has a bunch of different lines, and this is just one of his lower lines, but it definitely wasn't worth picking up with the comps that I saw. Here's a marine layer jacket. It's full zip. It's kind of got a very subtle quilted accent on the material. It's kind of hard to show in this lighting, but it's kind of this dark gray color, and some of the comps were between $50 to $60, and I've had pretty good luck with this brand. Most items I pick up from this brand sell between $30 to $50, so I thought it was worth picking up, so I grabbed it. Here's a really fun jacket if someone's going out on the town. The brand is called LPA, and this is a faux fur, faux leather jacket. It seemed like it was in perfect condition. I just couldn't find any flaws. The good news is there is one comp for $75. The bad news is that there are also quite a few listed, so the sell-through rate on this specific item isn't that great. Now, I did find some jackets with some real feathers by this brand that were selling from $200 to $400 resold. And so, yeah, this brand can do well with certain items, but I probably shouldn't have picked it up, especially because they did have it marked up a little bit. It might just take a while for me to sell and get a decent price, but yeah, we'll see. Here's a vintage Bogner ski or snow jacket, and I've had some mixed results with selling this brand. The problem with this jacket is there was no size. It did look like a larger size, but we're also going out of the season. It wasn't in perfect condition, and the comps are very mixed. So I decided this wasn't worth it. If we were going into winter, I probably would have picked this up, but I really don't want to hold on to something this bulky for, until next winter. So, and some comps do go up $50 to $100. So here's a pair of shorts, and the brand is Mother. I don't think I've ever sold shorts from Mother, and while these are white and I think there were a couple very faint marks, I decided to take a chance on them. I think they were on sale, and we're going into the right season. So the comps for this were a little mixed, but a lot of them were in the 30 to 35 range. So I decided to grab it, and yeah, we'll see. Here's another pair of shorts I picked up by the brand Babaton. This is a brand by Aritzia. I just thought these were pretty cute with the little subtle pleats, and we're going into the right season, so I grabbed them. I'll probably only get around that 25-30 mark, but we'll see. Another pair of shorts that if we weren't going into the right season, I definitely wouldn't have picked up, but I do like picking up things going into spring or fall or winter, so these aren't going to get a lot of money, but they were on sale, and I decided to grab them. I found these two pairs of upcycled shorts, and I decided to grab the one that I thought would do the best. This is an upcycled pair of Levi's with these significant cutouts kind of at the top of the pocket area. And then here's an upcycled pair of Wrangler jeans with this really kind of cool checkered accent on each side. This brand is called American Vintage. They do upcycle a lot of different items, and I thought these were pretty cute. So I did grab these. I couldn't find exact comps, so these aren't going to be a huge moneymaker, but again, right season. Here's a pair of Rag & Bone shorts, and while Rag & Bone is hit or miss, I did like the length of these, and so again, right season, not a bad price. These were high rise, so it's got the style right there, easy to look up, easy to list, and yeah. Here's one of my favorite brands to sell as far as button front shirts for women. It's Equipment Femme, and a lot of these shirts usually get between $40 to $50 for me. I just really like the brand and the style, but this one, being a solid color, had these faint marks on the front, and I decided even at 50% off, it just was too risky. It is a silk shirt, and so I decided to leave this one behind. Here's a Free People tunic, or it could be worn as a mini dress. The reason I decided to grab this is it's an XL. It's kind of a nice, lightweight spring item. You can use it to kind of tuck in the oversized style. You could use it to wear over jeans, or like I said, you could wear it as a mini dress. It was 50% off, so I decided to grab that. I felt this and knew it was cashmere and saw the Everlane tag. And while I usually pick up most Everlane that's cashmere, even though I pass on a lot of Everlane these days, I could tell the size on this was off. It just felt too small for the size. So I kind of pulled at it and realized it had been shrunk. So I left that behind. I thought the print on this one was pretty funny. The brand is And Other Stories, which is kind of a higher line in the H&M family. I've had mixed results with this brand, but this was on sale for 25% off. And then with my coupon, I thought it was worth picking up. I only found one comp for $30 for this exact shirt, but yeah, it's pretty cute. So I grabbed it. Here's another J. Jill extra large. I ended up finding, I think, 4 or 5 of them total this day, all the same size, all different styles. I grabbed them all because they were all 50% off, and the comps look like I should be able to get 25 to 30 for each item. And so there's that one. Here's you can see me trying to stay organized. Here's another one. This is kind of a lighter weight turtleneck swing style tunic. And, good basics, good size. I decided to grab that one as well. I think this is the last J. Jill that I bought this day. So I think it was a total of 5. Again, this is kind of a bread and butter brand for me. I pass on most J. Jill, but if it's the size and the style is right, and the price is right. So again, these were all on sale. I decided to grab them all, and I need bread and butter. I need things to list. So I was pretty happy about those as well. All right, here's a Free People 1. The tag will just say FP1 on it. And I knew by the style, kind of this oversized, kind of thermal top, that it was probably gonna be worth picking up. It was 50% off. It was missing the size, but it definitely is oversized on me, so it could work for a large, extra large easily. And the comps were pretty good, so I grabbed it. This one I probably shouldn't have picked up, but I just thought it was so cute, and it's plus size. I really have a hard time finding anything plus size, and I just knew someone would love this. So even though this isn't going to be a big money maker, I believe it was 50% off, and I just really like the style. So I grabbed it. I'll probably only get about 20 to 25, but that's okay. All right, here's a top that I decided to pass on. I used to pick up this brand, which is Textile by Elizabeth and James. I no longer really pick it up. Even though this blouse was kind of a nice spring floral print, it just wasn't worth the pickup. And I think it was regular price. No, it was 50% off, and I still left it behind. So yeah, I pretty much pass on Elizabeth and James these days most of the time. Here's a brand that I've only sold once. I think it's pronounced Revice. It's sold on Revolve, and I knew these jeans were funky and fun with the full zip front to back and kind of the two-toned denim. Sure enough, the comps look pretty decent, so I grabbed it. All right, here's a new brand to me, and it's called Tentree, spelled out Tentree. I found this hoodie, and the comps were a little too mixed. They did have this marked up a little bit, so even with the discount and the coupon, I still thought it was a little too risky. But right next to it was another one that was marked down a little bit less, and I liked this one better because it was a knit style, and so I decided to grab it. And I already have, I think, 5 watchers on it, so I was pretty happy about that. That's it for today's Thrift with me. I really appreciate you guys hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.